Hi, this is Corey from Plaza Fitness Performance, and I've got Anthony here for our client today. We're going to go through a push-up. Push-up is going to integrate neutral spine. So again, you've got the wall. We want to maintain that neutral spine position in everything that we do, and the push-up is no exception. So Anthony, let's go ahead and kneel down to a half kneeling position. Tall kneeling. Good. You're going to hip hinge into that tabletop. Perfect. And now he's in this tabletop position. Let's see if it's in neutral. It looks pretty darn good. Let's go ahead and extend your legs. You're in a high push-up position. So he's going to maintain that neutral spine throughout the movement. His hand placement is a little bit wider than his shoulders. His fingertips are pointed slightly in, so we might want to do that just a little bit. And then I'm just going to put this right here. It's just going to be a marker in terms of how deep he goes, 3 or 4 inches from the ground. And maintaining that neutral spine, what I want you to do, Anthony, is I want you to slowly come down, chest to that pad, and right back up and exhale. There you go. Give me a couple reps. Up and exhale. Excellent job. Let's just say if we have a client who's not able to perform that, we'd go to a modified push-up. He's going to cross his legs behind him. He's going to keep his body, again, straight as a board. Keep those hips down. There you go. He's going to go ahead and bring the chest to that pad. And right back up and exhale. Nicely done. Keeping stable through the spine, and he's not giving us any type of sag through the hips, and he's also not bending aggressively at the hips, so he's keeping straight throughout the push-up. The last thing I want to cover, let's just say we take Anthony and we just kind of look at a different angle. Let's just say a satellite view. Anthony, let's go ahead and stand. And let's just say we've got a satellite view. So we're looking straight down on his back as he's doing this push-up. So get your push-up, pretending like your fingertips are pointed slightly in. Now in terms of your angle of your arms, we want you to try to avoid a T. So pattern that movement as a push-up. That's your T. Or if you come in super duper duper close, that's a narrow grip push-up. You're going to emphasize your triceps on that. So we want you to be at about a 45-degree angle. Think of this as like an arrow from satellite view. Just an arrow, down a little bit. There you go. So an arrow, that's going to be optimal for your joint so that the musculature is able to perform the push-up without joint strain. So hopefully you guys get a sense of what I'm doing here, just kind of taking Anthony from that ground position, standing him upright, and now he's going to be pushing that ground with that elbow position, which is roughly looking like an arrow position. So that's your push-up. Make sure you guys do what's appropriate for you based upon the program and the rep scheme. If you do need to load that movement, obviously you just put some weight on your back. If you're alone, you might want to go slower with the movement. You obviously are going to be doing maybe more repetitions, or you could incorporate some band work. So now that you've got a bunch of bands, you could incorporate a band into your press. And Anthony might actually grab one of the bands for us, and he can kind of show us what that might look like. So he's got about a half-inch band. He's going to go ahead and put it around his back. He's going to get into a same push-up position that we just showed you, and now he's going to go ahead and give us the push-up with the band. And that's going to add a little bit of additional resistance. It's variable resistance, but that can be highly effective for those of you who have earned the right to progress. Hi, this is Corey from Plaza Fitness Performance. I've got Anthony here. We're going to go through the row. The row is an exercise that you can pretty much use almost anything to execute. We've got bands, we've got dumbbells and kettlebells and TRX straps. Just got a whole variety of rowing movements. But rowing is one of those staples within our routines. We have 5 different movements that we emphasize. You can watch all of that in our programming video. But the row movement that we're going to start with initially is going to just include some of your kettlebells. So Anthony's going to demonstrate here. Let's start with one kettlebell, Anthony. And what we want him to do is let's have you start in a position where your spine is more stable. So if you do have something that you can grab onto where you can just support your weight, let's go ahead and do that so that you can stay in neutral spine, you can hip hinge, you can grab onto an appropriate bell, start light. Keeping that neutral spine, go ahead and grab that, Anthony, and just go ahead and give us the row. Excellent. And now he's coming back down, and he's emphasizing all of this back work, up and pull. Good. Just get comfortable for you. You don't need to be crazy with the direction. Just do what's comfortable for your body, and you're just emphasizing all that back work. So that would be a position that's going to be a little bit more stable. If we take that stability away and have him in space, now he might use his opposite arm for stability across his upper leg. Go ahead and give him that movement. Up and pull. Excellent. Neutral spine here. Still proud chest. Good. Go ahead and face the camera too. Hip hinge, neutral spine, up and pull. That's going to be a single arm kettlebell row. If he added 2 bells in there, he would more than likely go ahead and come directly over the top of those. Aggressive hip hinge, and now he's going to go ahead and give us the double bell row. In terms of your foot placement, you need to get comfortable with this. I tend to teach it where your feet are super duper close. So Anthony, give us that position too. There you go. And now get those feet where it's comfortable for you. They don't have to be touching necessarily. Just get them comfortable for you. Maybe a little bit wider, Anthony. There you go. Comfortable you, chest up. And now give us that 2-hand row. Excellent. Again, just make sure that your spine's in neutral as you hip hinge into this. That movement could be duplicated using bands. So for instance, with Anthony as an example, we've got a super band here, or we've got a 2-hand band. So go ahead and grab these. Stand tall. I've got him into a half kneeling position. The angle is not perfect, so in this position, I would probably bring the attachment up higher, but go ahead and give me that row. Chest up, back and pull. Excellent. This would actually be good for almost like a standing position. Go ahead and stand for us. Now he's got a hip hinge, chest up, and now he's coming in to a better angle with that row. So that's an awesome exercise. Again, could be a super band, could be a regular band, could be the kettlebell or a dumbbell, and also could be a TRX strap. If you got it attached to your pull-up bar or an attachment point, you've got the TRX straps that could be used as well. So that's your rowing movement.